He'll be at the Sky Center in Swift Current tonight. Luke McMaster, that's Good Morning Beautiful, one of his big hits on Magic 97, the best songs and the best variety. I'm Colin Powers. Hope you're having a great Friday morning. -6 right now in Swift Current. It is a beautiful morning outside. A bit on the chilly side, but warming up to a high of +4 later on. Full weather details and traffic coming up in just a few moments, and we are very lucky to have in studio this morning Luke McMaster.
Hey, Colin.
Singer, songwriter, and you've been all over Saskatchewan lately. You just mentioned when you were coming in, you got back late last night after performing in Leader. How's that tour going so far?
We've been having a really, really good time. It's I'm a prairie boy, so it's just I always love getting out on the road. And when you hit the prairies, like I'm a little claustrophobic, so living in Toronto, I get really kind of stir crazy. And then when I get to the prairies, it just like clears my mind. The people have been so great. Our show is very influenced by a lot of Motown stuff, so we get the crowd singing along to a lot of songs that they're gonna love, and then some of my stuff that hopefully they're gonna fall in love with, and it's just been a blast.
You last performed in Swift Current back in 2013 after your debut solo album All Roads was released, and I guess if you can remember back then, can you take us back to your first visit here? What stood out for you?
Well, I find it very, very beautiful here, actually, when you pull in. And one thing I remember was we were checking out the venue at the Sky Center, and on stage, the last person that had played there was David Cassidy, and that always stuck with me too. I was like that, and apparently it was a pretty strange show they had there that night too, so I want to hear more of the stories. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, just great people, and it's just folks that come out that really want to, be involved, and like I kind of compare it to having a conversation with the audience. We don't just stand there and like play a bunch of songs. We really involve the audience, and I just remember in Swift Current it was very easy to do that. So I'm hoping that's the same thing for tonight.
And what have you been up to since we last saw you in 2013?
Well, I just finished recording a brand new album called Trending that is available for pre-order. Officially just yesterday, I think, it became available. And it's part of a Pledge Music campaign, which actually, when people pre-order the album, it's actually helping the artists kind of have the ability to promote it and finish the artwork and do all the things you need to do to get your music out to the world. So it's kind of a really cool way to do it. And there's also other really cool exclusives that you can get, where you could actually book me to play at a house concert for you, or you could write a song with me. They really have all these really cool exclusive things, so that's cool. So we've been working on that. I had kind of a cool experience. I was in New York City on when was that? Last week, and then flew straight back to Saskatoon, and within 24 hours I was in New York City, and then I was in Bigger, Saskatchewan, and passed a sign that said, and I love this, it's big in New York City, but this is bigger.
Yeah, New York is big, but this is bigger.
Yeah, that's the one.
And I was always get a kick out of that.
And I was like, apparently I was one of the only people to, within, I think, almost like 14 hours, be in both places at the same time. So I had to get a picture of that. I'm going to post that picture. I'll send it to you.
All right. Luke McMaster joining us in studio this morning. Many people remember you from your days with McMaster and James, and after that band disbanded, you worked as a songwriter with some big stars like Rihanna and Jessica Simpson's ex-husband, Nick Lachey.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
What was that experience like?
You know what? It was really a turning point in my career where, when you get to work with an artist like Rihanna, things just, whether you want them to or not, are going to change a little bit for you. So, and the way that song got found was so strange. Jay-Z was at a club in Toronto, and I had gotten this young singer to record one of my songs, and her manager was at the same club as Jay-Z, so he walked right up to him and he's like, "You got to hear my artist. She's going to showcase for you." And Jay-Z's like, "Well, I'm just here hanging out, we'll see." And he goes, "Well, this artist is really talented. You got to let her get in front of you." So he's like, "Okay, I'll give her 5 minutes." So he gets this young singer in front of Jay-Z. She sings my song, Final Goodbye, for Jay-Z. And he was already signing Rihanna, who was very similar to this other artist. He fell in love with the song, and then the next thing you know, he's like,
I'm getting Rihanna to record this song. I love it. And Bob's your uncle.
NYC from Luke McMaster on Magic 97. Luke McMaster going to be at the Sky Center tonight for the SwiftCurrent Arts Council Stars for Saskatchewan series, and he joins us in studio right now. And Luke, you mentioned you were in New York City recently shooting the video for that song.
Yeah, it just recently got remixed, and we'll send you the new mix of it by a guy named John Dahlbach, who's like a really, really big DJ in Europe, and they're trying to break him in the US and Canada. And so his label was like, we want to shoot the video in New York City, so we were like in front of the Statue of Liberty, which was just like a dream come true. I wrote the song probably 4 years ago, and it's had like 3 different versions by different DJs, and we're gonna play it tonight at the Sky Center for sure, and we do our own version of it. And then all of a sudden, it's like, it's so cool the way music can kind of take you on this twisting path, and all of a sudden you're in front of the Statue of Liberty. And there's kind of a funny story too. The night the video wrapped for New York City in New York, I flew straight back to Saskatoon, and then early the next morning was driving to Bigger, Saskatchewan. Mm-hmm. And what's their slogan
New
again?
York is big, but this is bigger.
But this is bigger, and apparently I'm one of the only people to achieve that feat in a 12-hour period to be in both places. So.
All right. Well, some exciting times for you. Of course, you're on tour across Saskatchewan for the Stars for Saskatchewan series, and you've got a new album on the way called Trending. Mm-hmm. It's expected to come out this year, and it's described as a look into the future of soul. And can you expand on that?
Well, when you come to the show tonight, you'll see that I'm very, very heavily influenced by classic Motown and early soul music. That's really mostly what I listen to, and it really influences all of my music. But it's so fun to get into the studio and write these hopefully classic sounding songs, but using some of these modern production elements and creating something new at the same time. So we call it, this tour is called The Past, Present, and Future of Classic Soul, and to me that just means, tipping your hat to the past and this great music, but also putting your own stamp on it.
And there has been a resurgence in soul as of sorts with Bruno Mars and The Weeknd.
Yeah. And even, we do a little mashup of a Marvin Gaye, Ed Sheeran Thinking Out Loud song in the show, and it's just, I'm loving seeing that resurgence.
And you mentioned that will be something we can expect tonight as you take the stage at the Sky Center.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's I have a super talented band. Even if you come just to see, forget about me. You should see my band, like multi instrumentalists, literally playing musical chairs. Briscoe is playing bass, guitar, drums. He's a DJ. Aaron plays piano, guitar. He sings. And we trade instruments, and it's a really, really fun show, and I'm really proud of it. I hope you guys get the chance to come check it out.
All right, Luke, I wish we had more time. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, go to the Facebook page. We're going to be giving some stuff away.
All right,
They can check out your Facebook page, or they can go to mine, Luke McMaster Music, facebook.com/Luke McMaster Music, and that's pretty much it.
All right, we'll have some CDs and a prize package to give away on our Facebook page. You can find the link to it on our blog at SwiftCurrentOnline.com, so watch out for that this morning. In the meantime, Luke McMaster tonight at the Sky Center. Still some tickets left, ticketpro.ca, or you can call toll-free 1-888-655-9090. And if you miss it tonight, you're going to be in Shaunavon tomorrow.
I am going to be in Shaunavon tomorrow, yeah. So
Plaza Theater, another great old building.
Awesome, the tour continues.
All right, Plaza Theater tomorrow night in Shaunavon. Tickets are available for that show at the Grand Coteau Heritage and Cultural Center. Luke, pleasure to have you in studio. Good luck tonight, and thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks. Anytime. It was a pleasure.